Today is June 5th, 2023. I wanted to make a quick video. We're in the midst of a drought and I wanted to get things on film before everything dies or before I get tired of watering. This is the north end of the garden. This area was full of sumac, weeds, and debris. And I've transformed it into what I think is a very pretty garden. It's far from formal, but I'm really happy with it. Still have changes to make. This is my crabapple tree. I totally reworked pretty much everything in the garden since my retirement in 2020. And like I said, I have things that still need to be changed. This area I added a lot this year. It was full of evening primrose and lily of the valley. I didn't know it spread quite that fast, so I pulled the majority of that out. In the back row, I planted all my old lilies. My hostas are being divided, slow but sure. There's just far too many of them. There's my sassy cat. Hi, Mama. And my little bistro set back here on my tiny deck. Peonies are getting ready to bloom. And the hydrangea is looking beautiful. My son bought that for my birthday. I absolutely love it. I have rain barrels which are empty because of the drought. I'm looking forward to a little bit of rain, but it's not in the future. Not in the near future anyway. The hosta planted last year. The bleeding heart there was given to me by my neighbor lady. The Japanese ferns I purchased this year, and the heuchera was last year. Just trying to add a little bit, replace things. We'll move a hosta and put something different in because we have no shortage of hosta. This bleeding heart I purchased last year, and when it dies back, the hosta can shine. This is my wild rose bush. I thought I'd lost it, but it's back. And like they say, if we had smell-o-vision, it'd be glorious. More hosta. This is the potting bench that my husband made for me, and we have a little fountain there. I didn't turn it on because of the noise, but and this is the view from this way. Now, like I said, this side of the house was storage. We had a big pile of bricks out here, and the whole right side was full of sumac. And don't tell my husband, I used his truck to pull it out with. A lot of it I dug by hand. I'm a tad over the property line, so the woods does not belong to me, nor does the lily garden actually. But my neighbors are okay with that. I'd like to do something with the path, but like I said, this property does not belong to me. So the investment of the flowers alone, should I happen to get the boot, I'll have to dig flowers really fast. I thought I had all these lilies dug up, but this year for sure we'll get those out of there. I have things hiding down here. You know, there's a columbine. This is the back side of the garden we just walked through. The Woogia blooming beautifully on the tail end of the alliums. I need to thin out the irises. This was a clematis, but I do not have very good luck with them. This one is barely thriving. I think I'm going to find a different vine that I can actually grow. This will be covered with morning glories within just a few weeks, and I will take a video of that. We have the vegetable garden down that way, and I made this cute little tic-tac-toe board for the kids to play. Our apple trees are not doing really well. I'd like to move them down to the front yard in the fenced area where the deer can't get to them. The dogwood is blooming beautifully. I need to shape that. Okay, and we'll go down to the front yard. That's our front fountain. And the swing there in the back. And look at these rose bushes. They are fully in bloom. Beautiful. That one needs a little bit of TLC. Excuse my poor videoing. I'm a newbie at this. It's my lower hosta garden. This is our new shed. We built that last year. And this year we added the stacked stone. A couple hydrangeas were planted along with some wave petunias. And those will fill in no time. I have another hosta garden down there with daylilies. That's the baby maple tree that I dug up when my kids were small. And in the background there, you can see Crane Island. We had a raccoon go through and dig it up yesterday, and it looks like he may have come back. Oh, he did. Oh, goodness. I'll be taking care of that this morning. Our gazebo, we built that in 2020. That was a retirement gift to ourselves. We took a large tree out and had no shade down here. The kids would come to swim and we would just swelter in the heat. So we built that. And we spend a lot of time in there. My husband rebuilt the bench this year. Had a couple rotting boards, so he ended up just replacing them all with new boards. This is the fence garden, our fire pit. We don't have much in bloom down here, but like I said, I wanted to get a video of things so I could remember where they were, what I need to move in the spring. And we follow right around to the lower balcony and more hostas. Okay, that'll do it for today. We'll try this again in June.